Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Not belonging to that in which it is contained, introduced from an outside source. Foreign particles in milk. Relating to or originating in or characteristic of another place or part of the world. Foreign nations. Not contained in or deriving from the essential nature of something. The mysticism so foreign to the French mind and temper. Of concern to or concerning the affairs of other nations, other than your own. Foreign trade. Not belonging to that in which it is contained, introduced from an outside source. Water free of extraneous matter. Coming from the outside. Extraneous light in the camera spoiled the photograph. Not pertinent to the matter under consideration. An issue extraneous to the debate. Not essential. The ballet struck me as extraneous and somewhat out of keeping with the rest of the play. Not known before. Used many strange words. Relating to or originating in or characteristic of another place or part of the world. Being definitely out of the ordinary and unexpected. Slightly odd or even a bit weird. A strange exaltation that was indefinable. Transfer property or ownership. The will alien the property to the heirs. Anyone who does not belong in the environment in which they are found. Not contained in or deriving from the essential nature of something. An economic theory alien to the spirit of capitalism. A person who comes from a foreign country. Someone who does not owe allegiance to your country. A form of life assumed to exist outside the Earth or its atmosphere. Being or from or characteristic of another place or part of the world. Alien customs. Making impure or corrupt by adding extraneous materials. Any substance that lessens the purity or effectiveness of a substance. It is necessary to remove the adulterants before use. Making impure or corrupt by adding extraneous materials. The adulterating effect of extraneous materials. Of persons born in another area or country than that lived in. Used of especially merchandise brought from a foreign source. Imported wines. Being or from or characteristic of another place or part of the world. Exotic plants in a greenhouse. Strikingly strange or unusual. An exotic hairstyle. Settled securely and unconditionally. Brought about or set up or accepted, especially long established. The established social order. Introduced from another region and persisting without cultivation. Conforming with accepted standards. Shown to be valid beyond a reasonable doubt. The established facts in the case. Planted so as to give an effect of wild growth. Drifts of naturalized daffodils. Introduced from another region and persisting without cultivation. Of persons born in another area or country than that lived in. Our large non-native population. Of plants or animals originating in a part of the world other than where they are growing. Not being or composed of aborigines. The non-native population of South Africa. Not native and not fully established, locally or temporarily naturalized. An adventive weed. On or coming from the other side of the mountains, from the speaker. Tramontane winds. A cold, dry wind that blows south out of the mountains into Italy and the western Mediterranean. Being or coming from another country. Tramontane influences. Not having acquired citizenship. Not having acquired citizenship. Not forming an essential part of a thing or arising or originating from the outside. Extrinsic evidence. Outside a building. In summer we play outside. The region that is outside of something. From or between other countries. Developing nations need outside help. Coming from the outside. Disdaining outside pressure groups. The outer side or surface of something. Located, suited for, or taking place in the open air. Of a baseball pitch, on the far side of home plate from the batter. An outside pitch. Very unlikely. An outside chance. Functioning outside the boundaries or precincts of an organized unit. Leading to or from the outside. An outside door. On or toward an outer edge. The outside lane. Originating or belonging beyond some bounds. The outside world. Relating to or being on or near the outer side or limit. An outside margin. On the outside. Outside, the box is black. In a place across an ocean. Beyond or across the sea. He lived overseas for many years. In a foreign country. Overseas markets. Being or passing over or across the sea. Some overseas trade in grain arose. From or between other countries. International trade. Any of several international socialist organizations. Concerning or belonging to all or at least two or more nations. International affairs. From or between other countries. External commerce. Coming from the outside. Happening or arising or located outside or beyond some limits or especially surface. The external auditory canal. Outward features. He enjoyed the solemn externals of religion. Purely outward or superficial. External composure. Far away from home or one's usual surroundings. In a place across an ocean. In a foreign country. Markets abroad.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.